Hey all, happy Thursday. Welcome back to our Support the Village videos, where we are showcasing village businesses on how they can bring their expertise to you while you stay at home safe and healthy. Today I am here at the Village Cheese Shop, and I am here with the owner, Sabina, and she will be bringing us through a fun wine and cheese pairing.
Welcome. As you know, we've got cheese and we have wine, and I love talking about pairing the two. Today we've got two examples for you here, and we can go through some of the basic principles of cheese and wine pairing afterward very quickly. It is spring, it's a gorgeous, beautiful day today, and it is beginning to be the season of fresh goat cheeses and fresh sheep cheeses. So our first example here is Humboldt Fog, a classic, iconic American original cheese from California, 100% goat cheese. It is runny at the rind. It has a line of ash in it and a line of ash on the outside as well. This is a very traditional thing in France. Goat cheeses are fresh, they're tangy, they're milky, lemony, and they pair beautifully with a couple different wines. A very classic pairing for that is going to be a Sauvignon Blanc, more so a French or a little more restrained Sauvignon Blanc. The acidity in there of the wine, the acidity of the goat cheese pair beautifully, and it really cleanses the palate of that wonderful goat flavor. Also, rosés, and I'm very excited we got in our first new vintage rosés. Several of them, one of them right here, the Azul rosé from Spain. Rosé is very diverse in what it goes with in terms of pairing with cheeses, and with goat cheese similarly. It has a wonderful acidity, just like the goat cheese, and really cleanses the palate and is a beautiful complement. The second cheese that we are talking about today is definitely a favorite here at the Village Cheese Shop. It's Marieke Gouda from Wisconsin. Marieke is a Dutch woman who came here and started to make cheese and really wins huge awards for all of her cheeses. We carry the fenugreek, which is a little seed, gives a little bit of a mapley flavor. It's a beautiful contrast to the Gouda and the cheese. There are a couple wines that I like with this, but my absolute favorite is this dry Riesling right here, dry Riesling from Germany. There's a fruitiness nonetheless, even though it's dry, and that fruitiness really complements the fenugreek in the cheese and the tang. It's a raw milk cheese, so that tang, that bite that you get, the beautiful bite that you get with raw milk cheeses, and the flavors complement one another and just have that flavor go on and on and on. So two of my wonderful favorites right here. When you're pairing wines and cheeses, there's some things to consider, and I try to remember it by the acronym TICC, T-I-C-C. So we're looking to match textures really. So when we talk about this goat cheese here, which is lighter, fresher, we're also talking about a wine that is lighter and fresher. Other side example would be cheddar and Cabernet. Cheddar being a fuller cheese, a richer cheese, Cabernet being a fuller wine, a richer wine. And certainly when you talk about an aged cheddar with an aged Cabernet, it's a beautiful combination. Intensity is another important characteristic. You don't want to have this very delicate cheese and then this big overwhelming Cabernet or Merlot or Malbec. You want to have kind of an equal balance between the intensity of the cheese and the intensity of the wine. Comparable flavors would be our C. So we've got texture, intensity, and comparable flavors. Really a great analogy there is, or great example I should say, is brie cheese, which is very milky and creamy and buttery, goes beautifully with a Chardonnay of a similar flavor. So a classic pairing there as well, and that touches on the comparable flavors being a great match for cheeses and wines. And lastly, contrasting flavors. A little bit with the Marieke fenugreek Gouda and the Riesling I was talking about. Think about spicy food and how good that is with a sweeter wine. It's really, again, we're always finding balance, but we can find balance in many different ways, and having a spicy flavor with a sweeter flavor ends up being a beautiful harmony and a beautiful balance. So TICC, texture, intensity, comparable flavors, and contrasting flavors are those are great tips for pairing cheese and wine. If you'd like to learn more about cheese and wine pairings, you definitely can give us a call here at the Cheese Shop. We are doing some fun classes have been, and now we're going to do some of them virtually. We are going to have our spring white and spring cheese class virtually, which will be super fun. We'll pick up your items here, and we'll do a live class with you that's going to take place on April 29th, so feel free to give us a call about that. And I can tell you about some other ways to support the Village Cheese Shop. Is that okay to do, Michelle?
Yes, please do.
Call us and place your order for cheeses, for meats, for wine, all these things. We can talk to you about the phone, on the phone with curbside pickup. You can stop in quickly, but curbside pickup is a great way to go. Sign up for our newsletter. Every week I've been doing new items in the store, on sale items. It's a great way to kind of show you what we have here in our shop. Pretty soon we will have our online store in a couple weeks, which I'm pretty excited about. Not quite yet, but it is on the way. Also, Cheese of the Month. People really enjoy learning about new cheeses. You can learn more about that on our website as well. Do you have friends and family far away who miss their Wisconsin cheeses, who are isolated? We're really happy to send them some Wisconsin cheese. Just give us a call. We can give you information about that and arrange that for you. And yeah, I mentioned our online class as well. I have some customers who are doing virtual get-togethers with friends where they're purchasing cheeses, meats, and wines from here, and everyone gets the same at home, and they're having virtual parties. It's a great way to continue friendship, good food, and cheese and wine.
Wow, what a great idea.
Yeah.
I'm going to steal that.
Yeah, it's a great idea. My daughter wanted to also say thank you for supporting the Village Cheese Shop. Right? Can I say thank you?
Thank you for supporting the Village Cheese
Yeah.
Shop. Have a wonderful cheese day.
Cheesy day, yeah.
Considering you guys are open, you're an essential business during this time, what are your hours?
We are sticking to the hours we had before, which were really retail hours.
Great.
So 11 to 7. We will make sandwiches to go, curbside pickup, as long as we have bread to do that. So that's pretty much all the time. Fridays 11 to 8. Saturdays 10 to 6, and Sundays 11 to 4. Yeah, so our regular hours are then closed on Monday.
Great. So everybody, if you are in need of some great wine and cheese, now you know where to go. The Village Cheese Shop. Thank you, Sabina.
Thank you guys so much, really.